Yeah, student debt is affecting kids in ways that we as adults would expect. But they knew nothing about it at the time they took out the debt. Kids are living with their parents longer. Uh, the average age is later for buying their first house. The average age to get married is later, to have kids. The debt is really a trap in many, many ways that we don't think about. And uh, sadly, kids don't need debt to get through college. They probably do to go to a named school, but employers don't care where you got your degree. So avoid debt if you can. Avoid any more than 15,000 for an undergraduate degree. Anything above that is liable to put you in a credit unworthy position, particularly if you come from a low income background or a first generation background. Those kids are graduating with $30,000 or $40,000 in debt. They go to work, they're credit unworthy day one. And it's a real trap. Biden's trying to forgive up to 10,000 if you didn't receive grants, up to 20,000 if you did. It should really be the other way around. It should be more if you didn't receive grants, because those kids had to take more debt out to cover the difference. But first of all, it's not likely to happen. And if it does, we'll replace that 400 billion in about 2 years. So that's just dealing with the symptom. We got to get to the root cause, which is schools are incented to enroll kids on debt because they keep all the money. The schools keep all the money if the kid doesn't make it, and the majority of kids with debt don't make it. Kids are now taking a shot at apprenticeships, and a lot of the corporate community who can't find entry-level workers are going that route as well. So they will pay for you to get an associate degree or a vocational certificate at a local community college while you're working, and then employ you full-time the moment you get your degree. And some of the academians are criticizing that, saying, well, that's not a long-term view. Baloney. It's a great path to take for young kids that don't know what they want to do or don't feel they have the money for a four-year school. Then go get a vocational certificate, apprentice somewhere, and doors will open for you. We've for years been saying college is not for everyone. Well, that is not true any longer when you consider that community college, as well as a four-year university, that's college. So if I go to a local community college and earn a food handler certificate, I'm a college graduate. I don't have an undergraduate degree. I may not even have an associate degree, but I've got an industry recognized credential that more than doubles a high school wage and gets me out of a poverty wage. What a great path to take. And when you consider half our kids in the country do nothing after high school, we ought to encourage at least half or a third of those kids, go get a vocational certificate. The workforce needs you. Workforce is very tight today. There are over 1 million jobs in Texas that are unfilled for a lack of some credential. Sadly, the key step from high school to to career, we're not fulfilling that in Texas. If only 46% of our high school graduates do anything after high school and only 26% statewide succeed, we're really failing our kids. And the message in high school needs to be, get your diploma, congratulations, but don't stop there, because that's a path to poverty. And in today's economy, you've got to have some credential after high school, even if it's just a one-year vocational certificate. And those careers are very profitable, very fulfilling. You can own your own plumbing firm. You can own your own electrical firm or HVAC firm. But start by getting that certificate either in high school through a dual credit program at a local community college, or get it when you get out of high school, and then go to work. And all of the options that we would want for our kids open up after that happens. But very little opens up when you go to work with just a high school diploma.